All right, so I hope you had a great weekend. Of course, it's time to jump into the latest and greatest here in sneakers. Now, on today's show, we're going to be recapping this past weekend's big release, which resellers claim has saved the sneaker industry. Plus, we got some intel, which, according to the Yeezy team, we have a new Yeezy.com drop to look forward to, and it's coming very soon. So, of course, we're talking everything Yeezy, but it's Monday. We're going to start things off with this week's big releases, which kicking things off tomorrow on the 27th, we have yet again these Jordan 3 Ama Maniers, which are part of this bigger While You Were Sleeping pack from Ama Manier, which celebrates their 10-year anniversary. Now, as far as this pair, I was actually surprised to see an official sneakers app release, just due to the fact that if you missed out on this pair from the original raffle, we also had the Ama Manier drop. We also had a exclusive access drop via sneakers. So I'm just assuming that as far as this pair right here, these must just be the leftover pairs from that exclusive access drop. So as far as tomorrow's release, Nike's asking for $215 for these joints, and I'm assuming that this must just be a limited drop, which happens to just be the leftover pairs that they're looking to just unload. So good luck to everybody on those joints. As far as the final verdict on these Ama Manier 3s, now that these have kind of marinated for about a week or so, what do you guys think about these? Have they grown on you, or was this a pair that you were rocking with from the jump? Now, next up on the 28th, we got a release which honestly, it brings a smile to my face with these Jordan 17 low UNCs. As far as this model right here, this is like diving a little deeper into Jordan's retro catalog. This is something that we've been asking for them from years, to just dig a little bit deeper, give us some releases that we're not used to. We're talking retros 15 and up, and it looks like they're starting to slowly begin that process. Earlier this year, we did see them drop those all-star 17 lows, briefcase and everything included, and it looks like they're following it up with these UNC lows, which again do include the good old classic briefcase right here. So as far as this drop, I'm not expecting to see like a big nationwide sneakers app drop. Rather, you should check your local retailers. I know currently Ama Manier as well as Social Status have a good old EQ raffle live right now, so make sure you guys jump on those if you're looking to secure a pair of these joints right here, which gives so many good nostalgic vibes right here. So Nike, Jordan Brand, they're asking for a hefty $300 for these joints right here. Now also on the 28th, we have New Balance completing their city exclusive 991 pack, which included different pairs, different colorways representing different cities across the globe. Now, to finish off the pack, this pair is exclusive to the Asia Pacific area, and these I did retail for $250. Now, coming up next on the 29th, we got the Jordan 1 Low Oxidized Greens, which complete that pack. Earlier this year, we did see Jordan Brand drop the Oxidized Green 4's, which I thought was one of the more underrated and underappreciated Jordan 4 retros that we've seen in quite some time. So it looks like they're following up with this women's exclusive release, which features this nice little gum bottom. Now, Nike and Jordan Brand is asking for $140 for these. Unfortunately, though, this is a women's exclusive drop, which means they won't actually be dropping in extended sizes, but a nice little underrated shoe, I think, when people actually look back on everything. Now, on the 30th, we have the Air Tech Challenge 2. Now, this model was famously worn as a signature sneaker by Andre Agassi back in the day. I want to say this joint did originally drop back in like the late 80s, early 90s. So it's cool Nike's bringing these joints back or whatever. A nice little release, which definitely, as far as the design language right here, definitely defines, the sneakers that Nike was putting out during that era. So a cool little throwback right here. Now, as far as the release date, I'm not sure exactly how Nike officially plans to roll these out, but I did see a couple of retailers with these listed to release coming up here on the 30th. And apparently Nike is asking for $150 for these old school joints right here. Now, coming up this weekend, we got Adidas basketball going head to head versus Jordan Brand. So it looks like we have the debut of the Dame 9, which, based off the fact that I've seen a couple of different colorways, some GR pairs, but we have this collaboration here with Bape, which I'm assuming must be the rollout for the Bape 9, as I haven't seen any release dates for any of those GR pairs. So kind of a weird way to roll out a new model, a signature model with this Bape collab. You got this red pair, and then you got the Bape camo edition. It looks like Adidas is asking for $160 for these right here. And as far as the Dame 9 model overall, I would say that this Bape collab isn't really doing them joints justice. I feel like some of the more GR pairs that I've seen floating around actually do this silhouette a little bit more justice. But as far as this model right here, we know currently Adidas has a hit with the AE line. The James Harden line is definitely cool as well. So can Adidas add a third player to the mix with these Dame 9s? We'll have to wait and see how people respond. Be on the lookout for these Bape joints. Let me know what you guys think about them, by the way. And then also from Jordan Brand, on the 31st, we have the cement gray 3s, which are dropping for $200. So as far as this pair right here, I would say this is one of those more like off-brand Jordan retros, like a kind of unnecessary colorway. But being as that we're kind of back to school time right now, and due to the fact that they're simple, they're not throwing any loud colorways, just keeping things basic with the cement gray, I would say this pair is solid, not too bad. Would I pay $200? No, but if you are able to grab these joints for like, let's say a steal or under retail, I would say this is definitely a solid pickup. So again, these joints are dropping coming up this Saturday, the 31st, for retail of $200. So that's just some of what to look forward to this week. And of course, we'll get a little more in-depth coverage of particular pairs as the official release dates approach, when we actually get a little closer to the certain drop dates. Now, as far as this past weekend, we had some big activity going on as far as sneaker releases. Of course, we had the whole J-Tips drop, which a salute to that brother right there for a successful launch for the Omni 9s by Saucony. Now, as far as this release right here, everybody was stocking J-Tips Twitter account on Saturday, waiting actually for the official release details, the time when these pairs would drop. And he surprised everybody with a EQL raffle. So you actually had a full day to enter for that joint. So salute to everybody. And once again, hats off on a successful launch. Now, we also had Nike pay homage to all the Kobe fans out there, honoring the late and great legend with some surprise drops of multiple different Kobe releases in limited quantities. So as far as these pairs right here, it seems like Nike can't keep these joints available every time they do one of these limited releases. So it still seems there's a very high demand for Kobe releases. So salute to them for that. Cool way to honor Kobe on his birthday. And apparently, according to Brandon, once again from over on Twitter, we got like 5 or so different GR Kobe releases to look forward to. So apparently the word of Kobe's for everybody officially, they may actually live up to that. So we'll see once them joints drop. And then for the big release, which everybody, it seems like, was excited about, would have to be these Jordan 4 White Thunders. A nice pair, you know, good solid color blocking based off the OG Thunder 4s. Now, as far as the Jordan 4 overall, this is a model which resellers and scalpers have been taking advantage of for years now, reselling for like double, triple the price. And Nike, they've caught wind to everything. They want a little bit of that profit. We've seen them up the stock numbers as well as up the retail price point, leaving not too much profit margins for these resellers any longer, which is why I've been trying to, you know, discourage you guys all year from partaking in this type of activity. But it seems like the resellers, according to this very high profile reseller, they claim that this sneaker right here ahead of the launch date was saying that this shoe will single-handedly save the entire sneaker industry, this pair alone. So of course we did have Saturday's drop go down, which these joints were gone. And I was surprised to see like how many times I've seen like a video pop up on my timeline like saying sold out. Like all the Jordan heads were like saluting the fact that we finally got a pair of Jordan 4s, which is selling above retail actually. So it seems like, I guess they were right. This joint right here did save the sneaker industry. So following up with this same reseller right here, he did say the verdict is in. This shoe has saved the sneaker industry. And he said almost 8,000 men pairs have sold, and that's just on StockX. Incredible sales volume for Jordan 4. So what do you guys think? Has this sneaker saved the sneaker industry? Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these profit margins. Let's go ahead and see if, for example, if you were able to sell these joints on one of the biggest reselling platforms, for example, StockX, let's just go ahead and say a popular size, like a size 11. Let's say right now, it looks like the highest bid currently, if you were to sell these, $247. Once you add in the StockX transaction fee of 9%, your payment processing percent, 3% fee on that, it looks like your total payout will be a whopping $213.36. So actually leaving you $2, you know, in the hole right there. And then if you add in like taxes, if you pay shipping, it looks like you're out like a decent little chunk of change on these. So I don't know what these resellers are doing. I guess like the new game is rather than doing like a long-term hold, as they used to say, waiting for them joints to skyrocket and go to the moon, it looks like now they're doing this little quick sell quick flip thing. So I don't know what's going on with these resellers, man. But I tried to warn y'all, stay away from these joints. But apparently, as everybody was saying, I guess I'm wrong about these joints, and these are going to the moon. So Jordan 4 White Thunder, I feel like this pair was a solid release, but are resellers about to get rich off these? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but solid back to school colorway, and one that it seems like a lot of people picked up. So let me know if you guys grabbed those down below. And for Yeezy, it looks like Adidas does still currently have Yeezys available for purchase via their website. But of course, ever since they added this massive discount to the site, it looks like we are limited now to just a select few styles with just a few different size ranges still available. And apparently they are still continuing to do these kind of little random limited restocks, which we see pop up from time to time. So as far as this morning, we did actually see a countdown timer which did expire at 10 a.m. Eastern. Apparently Adidas did restock 2 Yeezys via their website, so you had a chance at the Stone Sage Foam Runner, a nice little earth tone type of vibe, from the original retail price of 90 bucks. Adidas did have these down to a nice little discount where you guys could grab these for just 68 bucks. And then they added a banger in the classic OG Turtle Dove 350 V1, which came down from that $230 price tag to a steal at just 161 bucks. But of course, once that timer expired at 10 a.m. Eastern, you guys already know I had to monitor this drop. And as far as this Turtle Dove pair right here, it seemed like from what I saw that these joints loaded up with just one pair available, just one single size. So they had a whole countdown timer and everything, getting people excited for the drop. And once that countdown expired at 10 a.m., we had literally one pair available, and you won't even guess what size it was. It wasn't even a good size that people could actually wear. It was a size 5.5. So Adidas, I don't know what's going on with these restocks. Like, what's the point? Why did you include a countdown timer? Now, as far as these Stone Sages, on the other hand, it did seem like they may have had possibly like 50 pairs or something, as I did see a few different sizes pop up for these, but I'm not even sure if anybody has success. So let me know how you guys did on these drives. For now, it looks like Adidas is just continuing to cater to the botters. So let me know if you guys are botting out there and were able to get that nice little 5.5 for those Turtle Doves. Hopefully you got some big profit margins on those joints right there. But as far as these Yeezy drops, I guess this shit is just dead as far as Adidas goes. So we'll see how things play out. Now, as far as mainline Yeezy, we got something exciting to look forward to. Of course, we just had the Korea listening event, and fans have been waiting for a Yeezy.com update. When is the new merch coming? So it looks like, according to the Good Ass Sub, we have a conversation between somebody and an official member of Ye's Yeezy team. So let's go ahead and see what they say. Now, in response to Ye actually ending off the Korean listening party with a prayer, they actually responded saying, "Of course, Ye is a man with loads of talent and surprises. Told you he would get a mic. V3 on the way, and just saw Ye smiling when he went in. He shook my friend's hand, and on the way in, I was humming 24, I think. Yeezy website up soon with new merch. Ye is gonna post on his story real soon. He's back with God. Ye has never left God. He's been praying before the LP. I don't know if this will be a gospel album, but he loves God and is satisfied with today. We're working on cleaning up and now, so see you for a while." So I would say, as far as if you're a Ye fan or just anybody that's just checking for the latest merch, I think this is definitely positive words to be excited about. As far as Ye's spirit during the Korea listening party, I would say it was definitely high. Things turned out to be a huge success, which in my opinion just kind of deads all those rumors they've been floating around. So we got, looks like, new Yeezy merch coming very soon to Yeezy.com. So one can only anticipate what we can see from the first drop. We had a lot of hits with some of the Vulture stuff. We had some nice little blanks, some good essential stuff, and that wet tee was low-key a huge hit for the ladies. And some of you dudes out there, that joint even got nicknamed like the V-Lone for girls or whatever. So I'm excited to see what we have in store for Yeezy.com, and hopefully that update will be sooner than later. Now, as far as that Korea listening event, we did actually see some new merch, which isn't anything that's mind-blowing, but we did see a white version of that 2 t-shirt, which I did happen to come across the listing via Grailed, which gives us a little more detailed look here at the garment, which appears to be a more thinner quality material than the first set of Yeezy drops that we got, which I would say isn't really necessarily a bad thing. I've actually been in the looks for a light piece such as. And as far as the neckline, seems like you have just the standard neckline, and based off of this image, it appears that we got the same sizing. So as this shirt appears in a size 3, the tag reads Vultures 2T. So that's all we have for now. Rumors floating around that potentially Ye may have a new manufacturer for this new Yeezy drop. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but as far as the previous drop, of course, the huge complaint was that shipping times were so delayed, taking forever. So if rumors are true that we have a new manufacturer, I'm hoping that one, quality is great. I think the first drop had, great quality from LA Apparel, and I'm just hoping that as far as a new manufacturer, we will still maintain that great quality. But number two, the biggest thing I think we would want to see is improved shipping times. You know what I'm saying? That way people could order this stuff and get it in a timely manner. So I'm excited to see what we have in store for the new Yeezy drop. I'm expecting to possibly see this garment right here, as well as some of the stuff that Ye's been previewing, over the last few months or so. So big Yeezy drop, hopefully coming to Yeezy.com soon. And as far as these Adidas drops, as far as these Yeezys goes, it looks like these dead restocks are just going to continue. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, and hopefully we'll have something exciting that people can look forward to coming up very soon. So we're going to wrap things up. Before we head up out of here, though, I did want to discuss the poll of the day, which over the weekend I asked you guys, out of last week's sneakers, which pair do you feel like was the best? So we included the Amamanya 3s, those Kobe 9 Pro Tros. We also include the J Tips joints, as well as the popular Jordan 4. So we had roughly 3.3, a little bit over 3.3 thousand votes, in which out of all 4 pairs, the majority of you guys actually went with the Amamanya 3s as the best sneaker, which dropped last week. So we had a majority at 49%, and then coming in at second place, if you guessed the White Thunder 4s, you were correct at 27%. And then coming in third place, we had the Halos at 13%. Lastly, with the J Tips at 12%, which I would say for J Tips, based off some heavy hitters from Nike, to just even be in the conversation, I feel like that is a major look. And again, salute to him for like the 3rd time on a successful launch. So appreciate everybody that participated in this week's poll. That's what you guys said were the hottest sneakers dropped last week. So we'll see based off of this week's pairs, which will be the best pairs dropping coming up this week, as I'll include a little poll, I guess, towards the end of the week. So appreciate everybody. If you guys are ever interested in checking out any of these polls or participating, you can always find these on the community tab here from my YouTube channel. So we will officially be wrapping up the Monday show. Appreciate everybody that stuck through all the way to the end. I appreciate you guys. Big salute. Now, if you guys would like to help me out, you can go ahead and support the channel by dropping a little like. Just click that thumbs up button under the video here and go ahead and drop your feedback. I love to know what you guys think about all the topics, and drop your thoughts on the best sneaker dropping coming up this week. So I'm out, y'all. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the Tuesday show. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm J.A. Love.